Alright, peoples, we are back. It's been a handful of months, whenever the last one was, but we've accrued a couple more packs, so we'll be opening those today. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The newest ones being these three right here. These are packets that were originally out, like 25 years ago when the card game came out, and the series whenever both of those came out back in North America. So the cards have been out roughly in America at least 25 years, and Japan slash the rest of the world I think like going on 30-ish years, something like that. So like, these three were packs from the original points of the manga and anime and card game, and then these four later on for sure than this, and then somewhat more recent. But we'll do the original ones last. So we'll uh, do from Power of the Elements first. So that's it right there. The art design that would be on the packs and on the boxes, since you can buy specific boxes of packs for like $70 to $80, I think, because it has like 20 packs or something, and most packs average out to about like $3 to $5. So didn't have this one before. Got Morphotronic Earphone. So the line of Morphotronic cards is based off the 5Ds anime, and it's like cards that came out. 5D was like 2012-ish, so give or take about 10 years ago. It's about the last part of the anime I watched, so it's that one. Same, another Morphotronic monster that I did not have before, Morphotronic Telephone. Got Crawler Soma. It's an insect type card apparently, so we got that. Got Ravenous Vendred. I don't think I have any Vendred cards, but that's possibly later on. Got EN Engaged Neospace. We can use that later on as well. Some of these are more mixed in, so this is kind of goes in line with the GX line of cards. Got Pit Knight early. Later faction of monsters, not very well versed in the Cybers monsters, but we've got this one, Rika Princess. Cutesy style art on the card itself. Sprite Carrot. Also semi cutesy art. Don't think I had this one before either though. And we have Tearlaments, Meta Noise. Tearlaments, Spicy Starfront. Don't have any of these cards, so relatively useless to me right now currently, but again, the art's not bad. Alright, so that's it for the... Okay, so on to pack number 2. It's called Tactical Masters. Looks like it has... don't recognize any of the cards on the packet art, so I unfortunately have no clue what this will have. Based off the art, I assume it's gonna be the like 6 Samurai line of monsters and other warrior type spells, monsters, and traps, but who knows? Got Runic Dispelling. Don't have Runic monsters, so that's a little useless to me, but decent art again. Pendulum Switch. Not bad. Got Moonin, the Runic Wings. I have a Runic monster now, at least so that's something. A couple of these cards and those all go together somehow. Book of Eclipse. Didn't have that one before, but it's based off what I know might be working with, rock type monsters, defense monsters that work in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, so this pack apparently only has 7 cards. They would have 9. Most of them have 9. That's strange. Anyway, got Invader of Darkness. This is an old card. I remember having this one back like, I don't know, 20-ish years ago. So certain cards they eventually remake. They redo the art, or they make them to different editions. So that's pretty cool. Absolute King Backjack. Never heard of it. It sounds interesting. It's a machine type. Oh no, it's fiend. That'll work for stuff I have. That works. That's fine. Last but semi-least, I guess, for this one is Labyrinth Stovey Torby. Also fiend. First with the Labyrinth spell card, so I'd have to find that, but I do have that somewhere. How many years? 7. So we're pretty much halfway. Got super heavy samurai stealthy. Oh yeah, I forgot. So this is off the Cyberstorm Axis pack, but didn't have this card before, so it's interesting. Pig Iron versus Pen Peg. It's a quick spell. Multiples of 1,100. Interesting. It's a little pig with like construction hat. Etude of the Branded. I don't have any branded monsters and stuff like that, but it works with synchro monsters, so this would work theoretically for something that I have. Something called Pearl Lily. It's a fairy type monster. It looks like a little cutesy one. It looks like it's like a cat or some sort of animal. Maybe a cross between a cat and a dog, something like that. Given the name was Pearl, I would assume it's a cat. But slightly more holographic card on this one with another fairy type. It's a pendulum monster. We've got Dreaming Nemleria. Holographic card, so if you shift it, like, you know, changes colors and stuff. Well, not changes, but like, you can see different aspects of its color. Dual avatar manifested Aun. It's a warrior type with 2 dual avatar monsters needed. I don't have anything for that, unfortunately, but seems to be like spirit tigers or something. Dynamorphia intact. Given the name, it is obviously conducive to dinosaur-based decks, which I do have somewhere lying around. So, Kashtira Extra, Kashtira XYZ monsters, which I do not have to my knowledge. So, decent art so far for most of these. And then Sweet Dreams Nemleria. Add 1 Nemleria monster. It would work for this one because they share the same name, so something to that. That is from the Photon Hypernova line of packs. So Nova, not sure what all these monsters are from actually. Photon Emperor looks like a Gundam style mech, so it looks pretty cool. Gigantic Thundercross, which works with it's an effect trap, so decent. Core of Chaos, working with Thunder type decks. I don't really have Thunder decks, but not bad. Shell of Chaos, which ironically in its effect works with this one somehow. So that's pretty cool. So those two work together somehow. Another holographic one here. We've got Dimensional Allotrope Varus. I think I remember that name from one of the other cards somewhere. That's pretty cool, huh? Holographic and shit. Now for an insect part again. It's called Infinite Antlion. Not most, but a decent amount of the insect cards, if you like kind of look at their arts, are kind of creepy, but you know. Sour Scheduling, Red Vinegar Vamoose, Sour Scan. Never heard of this one, but as you can see, it's a train. Kashtira Big Bang. Different name, but we saw a Kashtira card earlier, so those will somehow work together. And the last one in this one is called Galaxy Summoner. And we have a decent amount of like spellcasters, but I don't think I know what this guy would work with. But Light Monsters, Photon or Galaxy. This was a Photon something, so those two would work. Anyway, on the original pack, so this one is Pharaoh Servant. So this one works with the what are those Tomb Keeper monsters? Something no Gravekeeper. What I believe those were called. So. Gradius, not bad. Most of these cards are are a lot more basic. There's not too many effect monsters. Back then there was mostly normal type monsters, a couple effects. There was ritual and fusion types, but the game was, for obvious reasons, a lot more basic back then. Not bad. Rain of Mercy was a good card. Gust, as you can see, it's like a tornado. Some bitch hanging onto a pole, trying not to be blown away, you know. What most people would do in this situation, I assume. Michizure, trap card, slightly holographic, mostly on the letters rather than the actual art itself, but not bad. Insect Barrier works against insect type decks, so if you have it, it prevents the insect type monsters from attacking. Got Deep Sea Warrior, works for water and or fish type decks, which I have somewhere as well. Kiseitai. I remember this card. I don't think I ever had it personally though, but I do remember this one. It's a Fiend. We have a Fiend deck. Got at least 2 of those. And Gamble, which is something I do sometimes. It's called Invasion of Chaos. It's going based off still the packs that were remade for the 25th anniversary. This one focuses more on the Dark Magician decks and stuff with spellcasters, so I assume something like that would be in there. Let's see. I must have redone because there's no way this card was out at the time. Ojama Black, which is from the GX series. That was like in the, I don't know, like mid 2000s, like 2005 or so. Lord Poison. That card was out for a while. That one's fine. I know that one's old. Spirit of the Pot of Greed. Also oldish, semi-oldish card. Smashing Ground as well. I'm pretty sure it's a decently old card from what I remember. Got Getsu Fuma, which is a zombie warrior deck based one. We have one of her, well not one, maybe more than one, but I know she's a card we had before prior. Grand Maju Daeza, again similar deck to Fiends and Banishment cards, so that works. We have a deck based for something like this. Chaos and I think so 7 more of the cards are turning. Oh, that'll work. That'll work for a deck like this anyway. Decent art, End of the World, so like some apocalypse type shit. Salvage, which works for fish and sea decks. As you can see, there's like a mechanical whale back there with a crane on its back or something. And the last one is the Thing in the Crater, which is a pyro monster. Oh, I remember this one. Nice. It's a thing in the volcano of some sort. There's lava in the ground. Last but not least, we have the third 25th anniversary pack that we've gotten, which is based off the Spell Ruler line of cards. So again, primarily spellcasters were the focus of this type of pack, but ritual monsters based off the art. It looks like it might be relinquished or something. Find out. Got Ceremonial Bell. I remember this guy. This is an old one. Works for spellcasters. Both players must keep their hands revealed. Okay, so it's a spellcaster deck. Whiptail Crow, which is lives up to its name. It's a crow. It's a fiend, so it's like a monster card. Labyrinth Wall. Works for some good stuff. Got UFO Turtle, which based off the name, you guys can tell it's a turtle with a UFO in place of its regular shell on its back. So, got a decent one for the value, so this one might be worth something, hopefully. It's a Serpent Knight Dragon Holographic slightly on the name, holographic on the art. The rest of these seem to be old cards. This one lives up to for sure being an older pack. Upstart Goblin. It's a spell card. Has to do with life points and stuff like that. Draw one card, then your opponent. Yep, that's what it was. Yep. Sonic Bird. As you guys can see, it's a bird with like a jetpack on it. High Tide Gyojin is a sea serpent of sorts, so it works with a fish and sea-based deck. And last one is Minar. It's an insect, so it works with bug and insect decks.